Good morning, SES, and welcome to another edition of WSES News. I'm Riley Jones, bringing you your local news for the week. The state winners of the soybean competition were recognized last Friday at Grain Days. First place of the overall soybean yield competition went to Donnie Greenwell. Second went to our own, Billy's Name Pride. Congrats, Billy. I want to be the one to report that the Union County wrestling team won the state duels for the first time in Union County history. Way to go, Braves. The Sturgis Youth Center was happy this week as Robbie Walker and members of the Board of Directors accepted a helpful check presented by CNC Ford. The money was generated from the Thanksgiving Day 5K run and walk. Well, that's all the local news from me. Now let's hear from Kendra with your national news. Kendra?
Thanks, Riley. I'm Kendra McDowell with your national news report. A former Massachusetts dentist has been sent to jail for a year for using paper clips instead of stainless steel posts in root canals. Some of his patients reported infections after he performed root canals on them. Ooh, did you feel that magnetic breeze? Solar weather trackers say a pulse in the solar wind electricity, charged particles swept by satellites this past week after last Friday's solar flare and massive bursts of solar wind. I think it's so cool that two 17-year-olds sent a flag-toting Lego figurine into the sky on a weather balloon as part of a weekend project. The project cost less than $500, but the pooper is that only got it around 80,000 feet off the ground. Even if that seems really, really high, that's only a quarter of the way to the boundary of outer space. That's all the national news from me. Now let's hear from Tori with our school news.
Thanks, Kendra. I'm Tori Yummer with your school news. Today for lunch we're having chef salad, pizza, or sack lunch. Green Week is next week, so don't forget to wear Green Wednesday. Our own Kendra McDowell won the district spelling bee last week and is now headed to the Tri-State Bee this weekend. Good luck, Kendra. Today is the last day to order yearbooks. Don't forget to get one. UK Day is the 7th and Hat Day is the 10th. Class Valentine parties are on the 14th at 2 o'clock. The box top contest ends on the 17th, so bring them in. That's all the school news from me. Now over to Taylor with your weekend weather report.
Thanks, Tori. Hi, I'm Taylor Mayberry, bringing you your weekly weather report. For Friday, we will have a high of 61 and a low of 50 degrees, with a 30% chance of showers. And then for Saturday, we will have a high of 56 and a low of 48, with about 40% chance of thunderstorms. And for Sunday, we will have a high of 52 degrees and a low of 42 degrees, with about 40% chance of showers also. Well, that's all for me. Now back to you guys at the station.
Thanks, Taylor, for the weather report. Now let's hear from our sponsors.
Do you want a hat you can never afford in stores? Well, not anymore with Colby's hats. We have a variety of hats from baseball all the way to basketball. This hat would have cost $15 in stores, but with my hats, they're only $5. If you're one of our first callers and you're from SES, you get one of this SES hat. If you're our second caller and you're from Union County, you can even have this Braves hat. So if you want one of these hats for a really short amount of cost, call 1-800-COOL-HAT.
Welcome back. While we were on break, I got Kendra and I some Kobe's hats. Now let's hear from Nolan with sports.
Thanks, Riley. I'm Nolan Grady with your sports news. This last Tuesday, the high school girls basketball team fell to the Henderson County Lady Colonels. It was a close game last night, but the boys lost to Lyon County. Come on out to the high school tonight to watch a boy-girl doubleheader against Webster County. Homecoming is also tonight. Those festivities begin at 7:30. Tomorrow, the UCHS wrestlers will compete at the Fort Campbell Invitational. Get ready for some football. The long-awaited Super Bowl 46 is here. The Patriots will be facing the Giants this Sunday. I know I'm tuning in. In the National Hockey League, the Predators versus the Flyers was quoted as being the #1 game of the week. The Kentucky Wildcats hold their rank as #1. Go Wildcats. That's all the sports from me. Now let's hear from Peyton with finance.
Thanks, Nolan. I'm Peyton Wilson with your finance report. Texas Roadhouse Company is up 45 cents with the closing price of $15.61. Macy's Incorporated is up 30 cents with the closing price at $33.99. Dow Chemical Company is up 43 cents with a closing price of $33.94. Walmart is up 83 cents with a closing price of $62.18. That's all the news from me. Now back to you guys over at the station.
Thanks, Peyton, for that finance report. Now let's hear from Riley interviewing our brand new superintendent, Ms. Schiffer.
Hey guys, this is Riley Carver, and I will be interviewing Miss Patricia Schiffer, our new superintendent. Miss Schiffer, who inspired you to become superintendent?
My grandmother inspired me to go to college. She always taught me to be independent and not depend on others. However, I become superintendent because of my students. I inspired some students to do better, and I want to be there for all students.
Okay, thank you. What did you have to do to become superintendent?
You have to complete your bachelor's degree at college, then your master's, and then it's about 2 years above your master's. You have to work to get your certification for superintendent.
Why did you want to become superintendent?
Basically, I want to be superintendent to help all students and teachers. I want to remove barriers for teachers so they can make their job easier as far as teaching, and I wanted to remove barriers for students so they could not have barriers to learning.
What was your first job in education?
My first job was actually a volunteer at Uniontown Elementary. I volunteered to help some students that needed some additional help as far as tutoring. Then I became an assistant, and then I was a teacher for 10 years at Uniontown Elementary, and then a principal 2 years at the alternative school, and then I've been at Central Office for 7 years.
Okay, that's a long time.
Quite a bit. It's 19 years. Tell them my age.
What goals do you want to accomplish while you are superintendent?
I want to make Union County Schools the best schools for our students. I want every student to enjoy coming to school, kind of like it was going to Disney World every day. I want them to come to school and say, I can't wait to get in my classroom and start learning.
Some of us feel like that.
I want it where you like going into every teacher's classroom.
Okay. Thanks for answering all my questions and coming. I'm sure all of us will enjoy watching you on the news this week. Well, that's the interview for me. Now back to you guys at the station.
Thank you.
Thanks, Riley, for that interview. Congratulations to Ms. Schiffer for being our new superintendent. Now let's hear from Mallory with our entertainment.
Hey entertainment fans, this is Mallory White bringing you the latest news and hottest stories. Who's gearing up for Super Bowl 46? Many fans will be tuned in to see the funniest commercials and halftime entertainment. Madonna is set to rock the stage this year. Tune in to NBC this Sunday for Super Bowl 46. Any movie fans out there? Well, The Rock's Dwayne Johnson's latest film hits theaters on February 10th. It is the next movie in the Journey series. It is called Journey to the Mysterious Island. It is an action-packed adventure film. If you're looking for something fun to do the next weekend, check out this new adventure flick. Speaking of flicks, you might have to tune in to the latest reality show on CMT. It is called Bayou Billionaires and follows the life of a Louisiana family who just struck oil on their land. They are now cashing in and having a good time spending that cash. This show provides a load of entertainment and lots of laughs. Check it out this Saturday on CMT. That's the latest on all the buzz and entertainment. Now back to you guys at the station.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of WSES News. I'm Kendra McDowell.
I'm Riley Jones.
And we'll see you next week.